Pokemon. A game where normally your cute little Pikachu is forced into servitude as you slaughter your enemies in conquest to become Pokemon League champion. But would this child's game still be so pathetically easy if your Pokemon instead rebelled against you, and rather than attacking, actually healed the enemy? And what if the decision to do so was completely random, and literally every single battle in the entire game was a complete crapshoot, and you had no idea if your Pokemon was even going to attack or heal or what? That's right, I'll be playing without potions, using only a Delibird and only the move Present, which randomly deals damage between base power 40, 80, or sometimes 120. Or it just heals the opponent by 25% of their max HP. Oh, and it's 90% accurate. Sound like torture? Well, to make things worse, Delibird has a pitiful attack stat, terrible typing, and is one of the weakest Pokemon in the game. In case you're wondering, no, I'm not just going to steamroll the game by going up to level 100. Instead, in the spirit of torturing myself, I will be trying to complete each battle at the lowest possible level that I can. But this challenge will be easy, right? I'll be fine. I'll get perfect RNG, like I'll never have to do any resets. But seriously, I'm a little worried about Jasmine Steelix. Well, now that's a Pokemon that I could go for right there. The first fight in the game was... I'm like, bro, you ain't got no fire type moves. Oh, that could have been the base power 120. So I head up the road to take on youngster Mikey. Let's just say he didn't stand a chance. Come on, man. A level 4 Rattata? That is so embarrassing. Soon it was on to Faulkner, where I got some high rolls and steamrolled my way to victory. All the way down to Union Cave, where I got demolished by an Onyx. Yep. Time to dodge this guy. I finally make it out of the cave alive. And by now, the reality of Delibird's weaknesses is soon setting in. And I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. But I muster up the courage and head over to Azalea Town, where it's time to take on Bugsy, gym number 2. His Metapod and Weedle were... well, it's a Metapod. But the Scyther, now that one is a completely different issue, as it has the move Fury Cutter, which increases in power each consecutive turn and can be absolutely devastating for Delibird. Eventually, after a lucky 7 resets, I get the RNG I needed, and it was time to go take on Whitney. As I'm heading out of town, I suddenly get ambushed by my rival, who now has super effective Ember on his Quilava. And it was at this very moment that I realized the challenge was over. My hopes and dreams of beating the entire game with only Present crushed. You see, Present is a normal type attack and is unable to deal damage against Ghost type Pokemon, which means my only option of completing this game would be to allow use of the move Struggle, which is a typeless attack that any Pokemon can use once they've run out of attack power points. So I add the Struggle Clause to the rulebook, and eventually I manage to sneak past the rival and head up to Goldenrod City to take on Whitney. Her cute little Clefairy is a total pain, as it has the move Metronome, which literally selects any move at random. Stop. Oh, minimize? Really? The Clefairy belly drummed? Are you serious? Come on, get the high roll here. Yeah, Double Slop's doing a lot of fucking damage at +6, I'll tell you that. And it also has Mimic, so it can Present Revenge kill you. Oh my god, what if he dies to Present? The Miltank, however, is no laughing matter. This baneful bovine is one of the most feared Pokemon in all of Johto, as it has the move Rollout. Remember Fury Cutter? Now imagine the same thing except with Rock type, which deals 4 times the normal damage when used against Delibird. I can only live 2 hits from Rollout, which means I'll likely need either at least one of my attacks to be a 120 base power hit, or have some serious misses. You see, I almost forgot to mention, Rollout is only 90% accurate, and when it misses, it resets the base power. But even if that does happen, survive it. Present will inevitably just heal. Don't fucking heal him. Don't you goddamn heal him. Damn it! Why did you have to heal him? And he missed again! The rollout missed again! Another heal? Eventually, I got a super high roll and a crit on Clefairy and head into the Miltank with a ton of HP. And then an absolute RNG miracle happens. And Miltank misses not once, not twice,
No! He missed again!
but 3 times in a row.
Oh, he missed again!
That's literally a 1 in 1,000 chance of happening. I head up to Ecruteak City, take on Morty. Hey, that was the only option I had, come on! The next major roadblock in the challenge was a Machop?
Please do explain. How could an insanely slow Pokemon such as a Machop with lower base stats than Delibird be a threat? He's got seismic toss, you see. No crits, but it's guaranteed.
Seismic toss does damage equal to the user's level.
I finally get victory. Oh no, there's a rock slide waiting for me.
Oh, and it's got Rock Slide? Oh, fuck. No, we're not doing that. No, I'm struggling here. And just like that, it was time to fight Chuck. His Primeape is a problem. Come on, man. It has Fury Swipes, which can hit up to 5 times in a row in Leer, which will lower Delibird's defense. And his Poliwrath is even worse, with its Dynamic Punch, which has a good chance to miss, but when it does hit, always causes confusion, and of course this always happens when I got a high roll on the Primeape. And as if that's not enough, Poliwrath can also put me to sleep with hypnosis. After many resets, I try again at level 60. Man, this battle is so rough. Eventually, I get a high roll crit, followed by a clutch miss on Dynamic Punch.
And he missed again!
Got the gym badge. Next up is the dreaded battle with Jasmine. Don't let the lack of trainers fool you here. Her entire team has super effective moves against Delibird. I don't need to fight her right now, so we'll just not fight her. That's right, I technically don't have to fight the gyms in order, so I head up to Mahogany Town to take on Price and his pesky Piloswine. And now, it was back to Jasmine. This time, gotta fight her. So I try here at level 70. And I get demolished. So I try 80. And that doesn't look so good either. So I level all the way up to 100. Even then, I could barely make it past the first Magnemite.
I think this is not possible.
So, I down-leveled and tried again with struggle. And I finally make it to the Steelix. But Iron Tail is doing a lot of damage. So I level up just a nudge so I can OHKO the Magnemites. And then I get some crazy misses on Iron Tail. But of course, she potions. So all I need here is a crit struggle or two, and most importantly, Iron Tail misses. But this isn't looking good. So in the spirit of the lowest possible level challenge, I decided that I could have technically traded by this point for Snorlax to acquire leftovers, so I PK Hex that in and try again. But Iron Tail is just so devastating. But with the right sequence of Steelix misses and high rolls on struggle, I pull it off, and victory is mine. Unfortunately, the celebrations were short-lived, as next up was one of the worst places in the entire game for Delibird, the Radio Tower. This place is littered with coughing and wheezing, which between smokescreen, poison, and a high physical defense are an absolute RNG nightmare. Especially the so-called director. And the one time I get a high roll, the wheezing goes boom. These smokescreens are just devastating. While I wanted so badly not to overlevel, I mean, I really did. I really honestly did. I can only endure so much suffering, and at this point, you know, I've got to get past this battle, so, you know, screw this. I'm going level 100, and even then, it was RNG City, and by some miracle, I end up running out of PP at some point, and well, you know, Struggle just gets the win. What can you say? I head up to Blackthorn City, where I run out of PP and Struggle demolishes Claire. I head over to Kanto, and my rising guilt about not down-leveling for Claire is getting to me. And when I run into this mandatory Magneton trainer, I decided, in the spirit of the challenge, that I wouldn't use Struggle and I would stand behind Present no matter how many resets it took. Ha ha! Ah! Can we beat the Quagsire, though? I think we got it, boys. Ah! Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, he has an Execute? Wait, what? He has a third Pokemon? I swear if it has Leech Seed. Solar Beam. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. And now, it's finally time to fight the Elite Four. First up is Will. With his tanky Zatus, this battle's gonna be pretty rough. Psychic hits pretty hard and can cause a drop in special defense, and of course, there's always the confusion. Eventually, I get an insane high roll on the first 3 Mons, until Executor uses Leech Seed. Eventually, I make it back, getting to the second Zatu with high health, where I run out of PP, and like clockwork, we're moving on to Koga. Between the light attacks from Giga Drain and double teams and minimizes, I run out of PP again. And Struggle does the trick once more. It's on to Bruno, where he's gonna spam Quick Attack here on Hitmontop, helping me to run out of presence, and the struggle continues. Through Karen, all the way to Lance. Where Gyarados lets me set up Struggle, and uses Rain Dance, which lets me survive the Charizard. Oh no, there's an Aerodactyl. I literally can't get past this thing. I mean, I tried for a solid 30 minutes. And there's just nothing I can do about this thing. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, we'd have to have Thunder Wave misses and critical hits on both Dragonites, and the Aerodactyl would have to miss at least twice in a row with Rock Slide. And, you know, quite frankly, there's no way I have the time to fight 10,000 Lances. It's just not going to happen. Sorry.